Hey, welcome back, everyone. My name is Brad. If you've not been to my page before, I appreciate you stopping by. If you have been, uh, just welcome back. And we're going to do what we do today, and that is sit and enjoy a cigar and tell a story. So today I'm having La Palina White Label, Connecticut. I've never had one of these before, but I'm kind of anxious to try it. It came in my cigar.com box for this month. So I'm gonna get that going, and while I do though, I want to talk today a little bit about my powerlifting and strongman. I've had the privilege of competing in both of those things over the last, gosh, it's almost 10 years now, probably, actually 11 years. Did my first powerlifting competition in September of 2014, which happened to be after my amputation. I've always been a guy that likes to lift. I've always been a guy that likes to compete. I'd said in one of my videos before, I was, athlete in high school, played 3 sports, and loved to just be competitive and do, whatever sport was in season, I like to play. And wanted to play in baseball in college, but because of my cancer, I couldn't. But I've always liked to compete in something. Before I lost my leg, it was like church league basketball and softball and things like that whenever I couldn't come back and actually play baseball. But so I've always lifted. Before my amputation happened in July of 2012, which again, I'll tell that story another day. But before that, I never really had thoughts on powerlifting or strongman or anything like that. I didn't really train that way. I kind of trained more to look strong as opposed to being strong. More like, I guess a bodybuilder would. But after I lost my leg, it happened to be in the summer, and I went home and, from the hospital, and you're sitting on the couch and, trying to recover. And that happened to be the summer of 2012 Olympics that I think they were in London, but there was a guy there that ran in the track and field events. His name was Oscar Pistorius, and he was better known as the Blade Runner. He was a guy from South Africa that kind of dominated the Paralympics for forever. But at that point, they had invited him actually to run in the Olympics, like against able-bodied guys, and he had 2 prosthetic legs. So here I was, a new amputee, watching this guy compete against able-bodied guys and kind of holding his own. I was impressed and kind of opened my eyes to the world of Paralympic events and what that was. So I found out that Paralympic weightlifting was bench press. And I thought, I could do that. Like, I wasn't like super strong, but I'd lifted, and I thought I could get to that point where I could compete, and that was my goal. That's kind of what got me set on strongman powerlifting, was to be a Paralympian. I never got to do that, kind of spoiler alert there, but I've got to do some pretty cool things. But anyway, after I healed up and all that, I kind of thought, I want to try this. I want to see what I can do with this. So I called a friend of mine. His name's Cameron, and great guy. He's a trainer today still. And I said, hey, can you give me some advice on powerlifting? I kind of want to do that. And he said, why don't you just come lift with me? So we started training together, trained for quite a while together, and eventually we found a little small powerlifting meet, bench press meet, down about an hour south of where we lived, and got in it and went down and had no idea what to expect. I'd never done anything like that. I'd never even been to a powerlifting meet, let alone competed in one. So I bombed out. The way it works, you get 3 lifts, you get 3 attempts, and you do one at a time, obviously. But I set my opener too high and just kind of didn't get it, and tried it a second time, didn't get it, tried a third time, didn't get it. It's pretty discouraged, but learned a lot. But on the way out, I was leaving, and my wife and I, my family were walking in the car, and this guy followed me out to the car, and he was one of the judges, and he hollered at me. He said, "Hey, you ever set a world record?" And I said, "Man, are you talking to me? Like, you've seen every lift I've ever attempted in a meet." And so the answer to that is no. I've never set any kind of world record. He said, "How would you like to?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, who wouldn't want to?" I said, He said, "Well," he said, I'm part of an organization that has a disabled category that you could lift in with your prosthetic." He said, "I'm pretty sure what you're doing, what you could do would set a record in your weight class and your age division." And I thought the guy was kind of full of it. So he could kind of tell that. He said, "Why don't you come back inside with me for just a minute if you have time?" He said, "I'll pull up the website on the iPad and show you the records, and we'll look and see." So sure enough, he showed me the website. It was all legit. He said, "You want to go to Las Vegas with me in November and set a world record?" I was like, "Well, yeah, let's do it." So anyway, I went home and talked to my wife, talked to my family about it, and decided, you know what, let's do it. So I went. It was November of 2014. Went out to Las Vegas and competed. And my first attempt out there, I set a world record for their that disabled one category that they have. And the federation is WABDL, is how most people call it. It's World Association of Benchers and Deadlifters. They don't do squats in that federation. It's just a bench and deadlift federation. But they have meets all over the world. It's a huge federation, very kind of well known. And so over the next few years, I went to Vegas 3 times, each year for the Worlds in November, and got to go some other places and compete for them. I went to Jonesboro, Arkansas, went up to Wisconsin Dells, did some meets for them over the next few years, and had a great time. I set quite a few records. I don't know how many of them I still have. You could get on their website and check it out. I haven't done that in a long time, but I haven't lifted with them in a long time. But I also got into lifting with the Southern Powerlifting Federation, and through that I met a guy named Dave Shirley. Dave's a gym owner, and he's actually I think he's the vice president of the SPF, the Southern Powerlifting Federation, or at least he was. I'm not sure if he has been bumped up or not. But I did several of Dave's meets, and he ended up actually sponsoring me. I was sponsored by his company, Invictus Powerlifting. They've sponsored me for a long time. If you've never been to their website, you should go check it out. They've got great wrist wraps and elbow sleeves and all kinds of training tools that you can use to help you if you're a powerlifter. So I did that for a long time. I've got a record or two with the SPF. I also tried some strongman events. I got into that with some buddies who I was training with, and went out to Columbus, Ohio in May of 2018 and competed in the America's Strongest Athlete with Disabilities, and ended up getting second in that. So I got invited to the World's Strongest Disabled Man competition, which was in Norway in September of that year in 2018, and got third, which was kind of cool. I mean, meeting the guys, that's kind of an invite only thing. You got to qualify for it, and there were guys from all over. About I can't remember how many countries were represented there, but had a great time in that. Got to see a cool part of the world in Norway, way up north, and then I got to go to the Arnold's 2019 and 2020. 2019 I got 5th or 6th, I can't remember. Didn't do as well there. In 2020 I ended up getting 3rd at the Arnold, which was pretty cool. So anyway, I'm telling you all that not to brag or anything, but I'm 47 years old. I've been dealing with elbow issue, actually a bone spur on my elbow that actually broke a couple years ago. Kind of kept me out of lifting for about a year and a half, something like that. And my last competition I did was in June of 2023. So it's coming up on 2 years, but it was in Little Rock, Arkansas, at the Arkansas Strength Expo, which Dave Shirley actually puts on. So I'm telling you all that because I'm hoping to compete again in that this summer. David talked about me coming down there. It's at the end of June in Little Rock. I've been lifting again. I've been able to get back in the gym and start kind of pushing my limits a little bit with my elbow and kind of some shoulder issues, and just I'm old and I've been kind of putting my body through it, and but I feel like I got a little bit left in me, and I don't want to quite retire yet from competing. So that's what I'm hoping tomorrow morning. Not hoping, I'm going to tomorrow morning begin a 12-week program just to try to get back. I don't know if I'll get back to where I was numbers wise, but just to be able to do it. I think once you kind of get a taste of that competition, it doesn't just go away. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I want to keep going with it. I've seen guys twice my age competing. I mean, there's a guy from Chicago that I know that guy's every bit of 90 years old, and he still gets on the platform and does it, and it's amazing. So I've been lifting with some guys in the mornings, and I'm going to kind of change from lifting to training. So tomorrow morning, like I said, I'm going to start a new program and kind of geared toward benching. I'm not sure about my deadlift and my squat yet. Just like my hip, how it is. Everything hurts. Everything always hurts. I've been working on some issues with that and hopefully getting squared away. But anyway, I hope I'll be posting some progress videos again on my social media and kind of keeping you guys in the loop. I know there's probably not too many people that care about it, but I don't do that to try to impress anybody. I mean, my numbers are not all that impressive anymore. I do that kind of for me. It's more of an accountability thing for me. Like I want to keep myself accountable. Like if I know that I need to post a video, then it's a way to kind of motivate myself to do something. To put in the work and not cheat on it, and not be lazy. So and also hopefully people see stuff that I do and kind of gives them some motivation to to go and try something hard themselves. So anyway, I'm praying that my training goes well. Praying I can stay healthy, just in terms of joints and all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited about it. I haven't been excited about trying to compete in a while, just because it just the way everything's been feeling and hurting and not working right. But I'm starting to get to where I'm feeling pretty good, and so I'm excited again about it. Looking forward to getting on the platform again in a few months and seeing what happens. Because it's me against me in a lot of ways, and so I'm not ready to give it up yet. So I hope some of you all will come alongside me, on this kind of road back to competing, to being strong again. So anyway, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time today. Hope this kind of encourages you to maybe go try something, go do something. Get off the couch and try something hard. Maybe try something you haven't done before. Maybe it's something you haven't done in a long time. So anyway, that's all. I just wanted to share that with you all today, and more to maybe keep myself accountable in what's going to happen over the next few months. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to just sitting here on this nasty, rainy, cold day and relaxing for a minute, enjoying the rest of this. So thanks for watching. Hope you'll give this video a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my page and just come alongside this journey with me. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Hope you all have a great day.